Julianne and Josh, welcome to Dublin. It's great to have you guys here.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
Yes, I've always wanted to come to Dublin, and tonight we'll make our mark.
You're starring in a Nicholas Sparks movie. He is the king of romance films. Did you feel any pressure going, okay, we're about to make a Nicholas Sparks movie?
Yeah, I mean, there is pressure because these have been very successful over the years. But at the same time, we tried not to think about that. We really just focused on what was happening in each moment and tried to tell the most honest story that we could. And that's really what Lasse and Julianne and I talked about, was not thinking of this as a Nicholas Sparks movie, not trying to, compare ourselves to anything else, but just making the best movie that we could.
Yeah, and it was a bit different as well, wasn't it? Because it's not just about the romance, it's about more than just that.
It is, and I think that that's what really drew both Josh and I, was that it's an honor to be a part of Nicholas Sparks, his whole, I don't want to say franchise, but his whole thing, but then to do something a little bit different is even, I think, a bit cooler, because this is something different than anything we've seen him do. So, that thriller, suspenseful element just kind of puts it over the top. We're excited about it.
And talking about different, I mean, we're used to people improvising when it comes to comedy, but you were asked to improvise in tough scenes, like in the love scene when you'd think you'd have to go by script. Were you nervous about that, going off script?
Well, normally in love scenes in my private life, it'd be nice if it were.
Actually, it would be scripted, because you know what you like.
I would perform a lot better if it were scripted, actually.
I love it. Too much information, Ryan's going to be saying.
Sorry. No, the improvising, it was cool doing it with these kind of scenes. Yeah, comedy, you can definitely see when people improvise. Yeah. But this was cool because Lasse kept saying he wanted to make it as documentary-like as possible. And when you think about, in real life, two people falling in love or getting to know each other, you don't necessarily say the most perfect things, and you kind of have to think about what you're going to say, and sometimes it comes out and it kind of doesn't make sense, but it kind of does. I know that at least goes down the way, wait, exactly. Whatever I'm saying right now that doesn't make sense is what happens when I get uncomfortable.
And when it comes to love, I mean, you're both in happy relationships. What do you think is the key thing when you're looking for that person, or the key thing to a happy relationship?
Well, that's a very good question. I would say, for me, I have to genuinely like the person. Of course, you want there has to be love, but you have to, in order for it to be a lasting relationship, you got to like the person, and that person has to be not just have a nice ass, but also have a kind heart and be thoughtful and all those other things. And I look for of course, a nice ass. But she also has to be thoughtful and kind, and I found that.
How do you guys?
He has a great ass. I've seen it.
And how do you cope with all the media intrusion? Because I mean, it's not just you two who are in the spotlight. Your partners, Fergie and Ryan. How do you cope with people wanting to know about your life? And when you're just out on a date and you have the photographers, because in Hollywood it looks like they're always in your face.
Yeah, Ryan and I don't go out as much as, maybe it looks like we go out. We stay at home a lot and kind of have our own life. But yeah, I tend to say too much, so I don't know if it's necessarily everybody else's fault. It's more my fault of putting my foot in my mouth, because I'm just so open, and there's no there's no filter with me. So I tend to kind of bring it on myself on accident. So I guess I could be a little bit more private, but I just have too much fun talking.
I love it. I don't want to leave, but I'm getting wound up. Finally, I have to say congratulations. You're about to become a dad.
Yes.
What are you most looking forward to, excited about, nervous about?
There's a lot of things that I look forward to with it. I can't wait to, coach its soccer team, or for it to, get cake all over its face at its first birthday party. Stupid things that you probably don't think about, but it's something that, I'm 40 now, so I've had a lot of time to think about it and get ready for it, and I feel like for the first time. It took me a while to get here, but I'm finally ready for it.
And Fergie's doing well?
She's doing fantastic.
Guys, I am going to have to leave. It was such fun talking to you guys. Enjoy Ireland.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.